Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sonic Issue 260 review. Before we get started, let's take a look at 259's alternate ending, which actually relates to this issue. In a temple, the priestess Coral the Betta Fish tends to the Chow when she receives a message from a spirit, telling her to help some incoming heroes in saving the world. Yeah, the world's in shambles, and the Freedom Fighters just rescued the only leads who can help them put the world back together. And then there's also the problem of Sonic's exposure to dark energy. And Eggman also wants to put the world back together under his terms, so the race is on. With that said, we join the team watching a video of Dark Gaia monsters attacking Westopolis at night. Boy, that city had first aliens and now Dark Gaia monsters. Jeez. Thankfully, according to the intel, Gun arrived to stop the monsters and there were no serious injuries. The group's main focus is to search for the Chaos Emeralds and the Gaia Temples, and to save time, they've got to split up. Sonic, Amy, and Rotor are on the beach heading towards a possible temple location when Amy hears music from a nearby hole. The voice asks if Sonic the Hedgehog is up there, that's a yes, and they will send someone up to greet them. That someone is Razor the Shark, along with his Chow companion, Crusher. Razor informs the trio there is a temple underwater, but does not know anything about Gaia temples. They have to head there before nighttime. Suddenly, everyone is underwater. Sonic, Amy, and Rotor are breathing thanks to magical talismans Razor provided, and Sonic is afraid of water and hated fighting against chaos because he's made of water, huh? The group makes it to the temple just in time to witness Coral performing the Turn the Chow into an Egg ritual. After introducing herself and her little apprentice, Pearly the Manta Ray, she explains the Chow raising process, and Amy politely tells her that they know all about the Chow. Coral mentions that the hero's arrival was by the will of the spirits, which confused the heck out of Sonic, and also put some doubt into Coral. Everyone is staying at the temple at night because, well, as you can see. Amy checks in with Sally about the people, the temple, and Sonic's condition. Oh, he's fine, by the way. Amy then visits Coral, and through their chat, the Pink Hedgehog sees a younger, less confident version of herself through Coral. The next morning, Rotor is determining if the temple is one of the Gaia temples, and Amy and Razor discuss all things Chow. Things go wrong for two reasons. One, the Chow that transformed into an egg did not regenerate, and two, soldiers from the nearby city of Megabeatman arrive to take care of intruders. We've begun the world building, or to be specific, the world rebuilding. In more ways than one, that is. We have Sonic and the Freedom Fighters out to find temples and emeralds to put the world back together. During the process, we are introduced to a new civilization. With the reboot, many characters from the old world are more than likely gone for good, so it's time to fill in the gaps. In the current Sonic Universe arc, we've met Relic and Fix-It. In this story, we met Razor the Shark, Pearly the Manta Ray, and Coral the Betta Fish. And here's what an actual betta fish looks like if you're curious, you know. Seems the new world is making intelligent aquatic animals anthropomorphic. For those not in the know, in the old world, the intelligent aquatic creatures more or less look like their real-life counterparts. Anyway, back to the new characters. So we have Razor the Shark, all-around nice guy, protector, but can be kind of a jerk at times. Sound familiar? Pearly the Manta Ray, apprentice to Coral. Levels of cuteness a few points below Cream the Rabbit. And finally, Coral the Beta herself. A priestess, while trained, it lacks self-confidence in her actions, something hopefully our Pink Hedgehog can help with. And I've stated this before, but the comic, at least under Ian's pen, treats Amy Rose with respect. And this issue really emphasizes on this trait. Oh, and Rotor is interested to see if the underwater temple is one of the Gaias, because, you know, they have to save the world and stuff. And Sonic. Well, this fear of water he suddenly has, yeah. Those of us who played Sonic games know the pain of underwater levels, so could this be a nod to that? Also, he was afraid when he fought Chaos due to him being made of water. Was he putting up a front when he fought this creature back during the Sonic Adventure 1 thing? But then again, different media, different interpretations, I guess. And I did hear that Sonic was aquaphobic in media such as Sonic X. That's the main beef here with Sonic Sphere of Water, that it comes right out of nowhere in your face, at least in the comic sense, so yeah. Game references are kept to a minimum here. Dark Gaia monsters are appearing everywhere at night, just like in the games. The underwater temple is more or less a Chao garden, and we have the Mystic Melody Shrine. You know, when you play the Mystic Melody, various things happen around these shrines, so yeah. This issue marks the penciling debut of Jennifer Hernandez, and her art is an in-between of Tracy Yardley's and Ben Bates. It is pretty neat, you know. I'll put a link to her DeviantArt page in the description, okay? She also drew her fan character, Crystal, I believe, in the opening page of this story. This story gets an 8.5, and we'll get to explore more of this underwater culture next time. There is still more story as we join the remaining freedom fighters, ready to find a Chaos Emerald. Their biggest lead, according to the EggNet research, is an excavation site, abandoned prior to the world blowing up. With Eggman's forces busy with the crisis, now's the time to investigate. Sally, Tails, Antoine, and Nicole go to the site, and Nicole disables all robots and security in the area. And wow, she's good. But they only have 1 hour to look around before additional security kicks in. They come across another secure door, and there's a faint chaos energy signal behind it. Nicole opens it, and the story ends just like that. Stupid cliffhangers. The backup story marks the official writing debut of one Aaliyah Baker, aka Mrs. Ian Flynn. From what I've read, I can't get a grasp on her style yet, but it's nice to start getting more writers in on the action as long as consistency remains. Evan Stanley's work is improving, but there's still some roughness in some panels here and there. Well, nothing else I can say here but stupid cliffhangers.
I'm giving this story a 7 because all it is setup, and dang, Nicole's pretty powerful in this universe. Join me next time as we get to see what happens to Sonic and Company while underwater, and we'll get to see what's behind that mysterious door Nicole just opened. Until then, have a good day, and be safe.